Mm. Tanto male. Gol uguale. Dovrei utilizzare. Ma non c'è neanche la Riot. No, la Riot c'è. Aspetta, un po' di senso. Ok. No. Aspetta. And welcome, welcome. Okay. Check, check. Alright, welcome, welcome, welcome to this very dark Japanese early morning. Don't worry, it's not a night flight. We're gonna have sun rising very soon. Just check something. Okay, here is fine. So the flight of today is from Komatsu to Sopporo, which we have VFR condition on top of that. Very interesting. Wow, my alternate is so bad. Sim Brief doing some crazy stuff today. I don't know. I think I'm gonna edit this, add some extra fuel. I don't like that alternate at all, to be honest. Okay, Tokyo. Romeo Juliet Tango Tango. I don't care. We're gonna be very heavy today. Okay, and also look at this. Let me close this stuff here. Look at this. Okay, if I do profile on network VATSIM, look at this. Departure dot Kinza, which is not even in the I mean in the route. This is the route, of course. So yeah, definitely some problem with SimBrief today. I don't know if it's a transition or something, but it doesn't look like it at all. I don't see any Kinza here. I don't know, Kinza, Kinzan. I guess it's this stuff here. Wow, very strange. Never saw something like this in my entire life, so yeah, that's very interesting. Okay, let's jump in. I was saying this is not a night flight. We're gonna have, of course, sun rising very soon. Let's go for now. Oh, look at the dust. Yeah, we have to talk about the MDG as well. Why it's in English? It's a Japanese plane. It's a Japanese plane, right? Yeah. Okay, whatever. It's barely visible, this stuff with the lights on. Okay, we're gonna have to change this, of course. But for now, I want the external power. Okay, that's the panel already. Alright. That's great. Okay, so we have to release this. Select jetway, then backpack. MDG, no. MDG setup. Option, simulation. No, I wasn't here. It wasn't here, was aircraft display. Okay. And kills. Of course, I have to do this because my sim brief is in kilos, kg, and not in pound. We're gonna have to carry a lot of fuel today. Is that a short flight on top of that? What? Just 8.3? I guess we're gonna have a super tailwind. Wow, that's very light. Very light. Strange. Okay, request this and request this. Then, payload, September. Fuel 3 tons. Go back. Door, disarm, open door. Ground service, this stuff. Door is closed, jetway is connecting. Great. Let's load the plane. So we have 8.3 tons of fuel. Alright. Yeah, of course I can start because we are still waiting for the truck. Passenger 105. Wow, super light on that. And cargo 2.6, so 1.8, 1.8. Great. Let's go here, let's go here. Let's see if we have the fuel truck connected. Yes, we do. And let's wait for the loader system. Okay, FMC. No, really, before we have to go here, here, from SimBrief. Okay. Let me check the alternate, which of course I can see. Okay. Oh boy, this is super fast. Ah, it's a little different as well. No, maybe not. No, it's identical. Romeo Juliet Charlie is our destination. Our alternate is Narita. Sorry, Aneta. Romeo Juliet Tango Tango. I just have to confirm that info. I mean, I can see from the fuel that it's the correct flight plan, of course. So yeah, not that we really need any of that confirmation. Right. Pausing it. Okay, back to online IRS. That. Next page. Let's wait for the GPS position. In the meantime, we have the sun rising there. This is an early morning flight we are simulating today. Of course, in Japan is not early morning at all. It's completely dark there in real life. I didn't want to press that. I want to do this. QNH 1017 set. Start this IRS. I mean, GPS position still to identify. I remind you, we are going to Sapporo today from Komatsu. 737-800 PMDG. There was an update recently. We're gonna have to talk about PMDG on cruise. Unfortunately. Not the best news in my opinion, but whatever. Come on. GPS position. Are we... I don't know. Okay. GPS position. Let's go. Route request. This. Select. Only pound 1173 is the correct call sign. Never mind this. Let's wait for the flight plan. Load. Yeah, we need an activate and we need a execute. Okay, activate. Execute. Let me check the legs one sec because yeah, looks okay. There was that strange waypoint on the flight plan. Alright. So, departure. Okay. Departure will be the unpronounceable tier 3. Jinho 3 departure. I guess Kinzan is kind of a transition there. We're going to go for running 244, taking off, right turn over the sea to Sumfu, and then continue the procedure. 4,000 feet initial climb. I don't see any speed constraining any of that. Great. Let's see here because I didn't even check if there was control. I don't think. Wow, there is this one. Okay, let me see if they update my flight plan. I don't think I can see the alternate from here. Yeah, the new cruise altitude is correct. So they updated it indeed. Okay, departure. Running 24, G code 03. So, transition keys, as you can see. Yeah. think was making... Simri was making some confusion this time. Not that it doesn't usually, but yeah. Okay. Yeah, we are done basically. We are done for the moment. We will have to wait, finish boarding. I mean, we can do this, of course. Performance here. So, cruise altitude 390. Zero fuel weight will be 53.9. Total fuel 8.3. Reserves 4.2. Cost index 29. And cruise altitude, sorry, cruise wind 258. 77 knots. Great. Execute. And now here. But in order to do that, of course you can do it before finishing the loading. But not today also. I mean, it's gonna take a minute probably to finish it. So let's wait for it. Again, this is not a night flight. Sun is rising. So, and also we are going toward, I mean, we're going to north, so. But a little bit to the east. Yeah. We're gonna have some sun facing us today. But it's cool. I mean, I really like to do early morning flight. Starting with the dark and taking off with light. Okay. Boarding, I mean, not boarding completed. Yeah, boarding completed. Fuel done. Boarding completed. We are just waiting for some cargo here. Cargo there. And then we can calculate performance. And also we have to wait for IRS to be aligned. Check line 4000. So another update of the 737 from PNDG. Of course, as you well know, that's related with the release of the 400 and sorry, not 400. The 600 and 900 version of the PMDG NG from PMDG, which we're gonna talk about soon on cruise. Okay, here 390. So I don't think it's a major update or any of that, to be honest. We will see. I mean, you know, the only problem I have with the PMDG is that the strange behavior I can feel on final. Not really able to control the pitch with the throttle. But losing a lot of speed every time. Or gaining. Or mainly losing. Okay. Boarding. Now it's fully completed. APU start. And performance calculation. Here. 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 To 4. Okay. 63.11. Okay, yeah, that's correct. But yeah, I'm gonna use this. Alright, flaps 5. Takeoff 2, 47, 139 and 1401. For sure, I will not remember any of that. But yeah, takeoff 2. D rate 47. I'm gonna keep climb. No, okay, let's go climb 2. Flaps 5. That's fine. 5.3. Wow, it's a little different. 5.37, 5.34. That's very interesting. Usually it's always identical. Maybe because... Yeah, I don't think it's that. Yeah, it is that. Wow. So the plane... Wow, that's very interesting actually. The plane is considering that we are gonna burn some fuel. Of course we're gonna burn some fuel. Look at also the V-speeds are different. So this is basically our current weight. This is the weight we should have before takeoff. Which is, I mean, it really depends on the taxi, of course. This is a lot of burning. Because, yeah, it's 1 ton. of difference. 1 tons and 200 kilo basically. That's a big difference. Yeah. I don't think we're gonna burn 1 tons of fuel, honestly. 138, 138, 141. I don't know if it's considering at the end of the takeoff roll. Oops. Can be in that case. Yeah, but it's fine, I mean. So, now, what surprised me is that the FMC is taking in consideration that... Okay, whatever. 14151 here. Flight director, and nav, VNav. Alright. Oops. Okay, this. Like that. And let's go. I mean, let's push back. I don't think we're gonna have any control today. So, electrical is fine. Okay, let's break it. Oh, I can feel a little different on the sound. Let's see. I'm not sure, but... Okay, this is all disconnect. We have to disconnect these, of course. Close the door. No, because the door was open, I guess. Remove chokes. Okay. So here we want the takeoff page. As always, if you have any question, feel free to ask. Okay, takeoff page set, leg page set. Alright. And let's go. Release parking rate. Okay, I don't care about that. Alright, pushing back. Anti-collision lights. Probes. Let's turn this on as well. This and this. Fuel pump. Pucks off. Transponder. Okay, we have this one. That's cool. Transponder 2000, right? The transponder is 2000. This should be 122.8. Great. Starting number 2. Let's go. And to rising. In the meantime, the destination altitude is okay, it's 50 feet. No, the sound is equal. I mean, it's identical. Well, what? I feel like we don't have the correct restore region. See that? Oh no! Wow. Okay, of course now I have to put back again the pound. I mean the kg, which is not here, of course. Wow. Set parking brake. Yeah, I didn't update any livery. I mean, I'm surprised from this. I can't remember if... Because usually we have a different... I think this is auto start system, I'm not sure on the NG, but... Looks like a modern one, of course. I'm gonna do it old school anyway. I'm quite sure the livery didn't have that in the past. So, yeah, I think this is a new stuff after the update, but it's kind of surprising to be honest. As you can see, the sun is rising. Let's get out of here, it's not a short flight at all today. Okay, terrain. Okay, I mean traffic. Traffic. Terrain on me, yeah. Weather radar. There, weather radar, this. Alright. Then flap select 5. Yeah, I pushed back completely on the wrong direction. What the fuck? I should enter here. Wow. What's that? Ah, yeah, because I think this airport had 2 runway now. Yeah, it does have one. Let's have some logo lights. Yeah, I'm gonna turn here. Okay. Whatever, I mean. Verify takeoff speeds. Why that? That's fine. Flaps 5. Flaps 5. I have no idea. To be honest. Yo damper. Okay, after start. Okay, this. If it off. Box. This can be closed. APU can be off. Continuous. This is all fine. Alright. I'll nav VNAV. This. And we're good to go. Taxi lights. Oh boy. Yeah, I have to do a U-turn. Unfortunately. It would be great to have a single, of course. Single. I mean, double throttle here. Okay, let's go. Alright. Let's get out of here. Right, I don't see anyone. What is the traffic going to Sopporo from... super far. Super far. Sunrise. Yeah, we're gonna have some good sun destination. So here we have kind of cross. So there was that. This was of course an older runway. Let's go in the new one. Not in the new one. Probably it's just an old one as well, but it's still open. Let's see. Okay, right, turn off. Strobe lights. Landing lights. Okay. Very good surrounding here in Komatsu. And also we're gonna have a very interesting approach in Sopporo. Let's see. Okay, let's stop here. Everything looks fine. And 40%. Okay. Engine stable, toggle. Alright. Super noisy for you this time, I guess. Oh yeah.
80 knots. V1. Positive reincline.
Yeah. Yeah, it was 4 knots of cross, even if it's not indicated in the sim. And I'll lower the... Why so high? No idea. Okay, right turn immediately. I'm gonna select autopilot on because I want to enjoy this. Let me lower the... Okay. Way better. Look at this. Wow. Very cool, by the way. Runway 24. We just took off from there, of course. This is Komatsu, Japan. And we have some problem here. Enough? Okay. Wow. Didn't get why disengage. Flaps. 2. No, flaps 1. Alright, are we at the airport? That was quite sharp as a turn. I'm sorry, I will do that every single time because I have this stupid muscle memory. And flaps up. Alright. Look at this. 924, we just took off from there. We are already on the opposite direction. There was a sharp turn right after takeoff. Acceleration. Continue climb, don't stop. You have to climb flight level 390 today, so yeah. Okay, right turn off, taxi light off, this can be off. This. Okay, logo lights can be off now. Let's go direct to. Oh wow. Okay, Jingzhou here for now. First direct of the day. We're gonna have another one very soon. I want to check the area. We can go direct to. It's pretty hard to spot, to be honest, because I don't have any reference. For sure, not November Tango Echo. Okay. All right. Terrain off. Too low for you. Okay. Well, not really. I mean, super high. No, let's keep it 30. I'm gonna increase my headphones instead. Incredible place here. We are really close to Tokyo. It's not that far. It's in that direction. Really beautiful place. And really lovely. We never fly at nighttime in Japan, but sorry, not in Japan, in the sim. But after sim update 4, yeah, it's super cool. Continue climb. No, it's very, very cool, honestly. Okay, climbing. Everything looks fine. We are very close to the acceleration. Let me sync the heading and let me standard pressure. Seatbelts off. Seatbelts auto. 10,000 feet acceleration. Okay. Yeah, it's a very weird airspace. I don't even know if this is correct because, you know, in Navigraph, as you can see, yeah, airspace is a bit different. It's really confusing here, honestly. Does it look? I mean, wow, yeah, that's super strange. But yeah, in VATSIM, there is this border here, which we don't want to mess up. So I'm gonna keep this. I'm gonna keep this direct for the moment. And continue climb. Okay, we have a good speed now. So yeah, it's not a short flight. We take an hour at least to get there today. So we have time to talk a bit. Yeah, first of all, I did some. You know that I'm bringing a PC-12 from Pilatus, basically airport base, which is in Swiss, to Australia, doing some ferry flight. Not really the real life path. So I'm not following. Usually they go to. We did some research on that. They go from, I mean, Alps, Swiss Alps, to basically Greece, Heraklion, those areas, I guess. or maybe direct to El Cairo in Egypt, then Dubai, then somewhere in India, and then Indonesia, or maybe they pass through Thailand, or something like that, and then Australia, of course. But this is longer compared to what I'm doing. Let me just do this. So we did the first leg very short live together, which was indeed boot shows is called. Wait a second, let me find my PC12, which is here now. Buosh, I don't know how it's called. Pilatus Space, basically. To recap, this we did it live stream, and this weekend I did from here to Turkey, airport in which we have been in live, Kayseri. Very cool airport. I really suggest you this. In Turkey, there is a big volcano close, very cool. And then here, so I am now in Iran, and my goal is to bring it to Doing in Australia, of course. So next flight will be on Pakistan, I guess, or close to the border here. I can stay higher because, of course, the direct path is like this. Passing close, it's like, of course, it's not a straight line. It's doing like that, something like that. So you will pass through Nepal, those areas, which is cool, of course. Very cool plane, by the way. I really like the PC12 when I fly it off stream this weekend. Very, very cool. Very cool flight model. The only thing that doesn't really have compared to a Black Square, I mean, of course, there are many things that doesn't have compared to Black Square. But first of all, it's really, really good on. Wait a sec. Do we have? Yeah. It's really cool to control it with the throttle during the approach. I mean, it's something that I'm not able to do with this 737. So control the pitch with the throttle during the approach, which is a feature that you know that I like a lot, because that's what you do in real life, and that's something landing lights was really missing in MSFS for a long time. And other than that, the only, again, that's not the only thing, because Black Square have a custom boarding system. System are extremely detailed. You have your tablet with your electrical environment, engine behavior, all that stuff, and doesn't have better range. Even if I'm assuming that the Pilatus at least have better range, like a TBM, like a Duke, since it's a turboprop. But yeah, the SVS Pilatus doesn't have it currently, at least. So that was cool. Then I didn't even know there was this release from PMDG of the 900 and the so let's monitor the position, because as soon as we cross here, we're gonna have a big direct to basically to Naver, since apparently it's the same airspace. Okay. We're gonna gain some speed now on the turn. Alright. Okay. So yeah, I didn't even know that PMDG was releasing the 900 and the 600. I'm not really following sim aviation in this period. But yeah, unfortunately I have to say, they did it the same philosophy of the 800, so it's kind of a new plane, let's say, and you have to pay again for 2024 basically. Yeah, you have a discount, but you have to pay again from scratch. It's not, you have a 60% discount, which is not incredible, honestly, thinking that there are many developers that are updating their planes for free. to 2024. So yeah. Long story short, I will not use them for the moment in 2024 because I don't really see the point for now. I don't know why they didn't release the 700 already. Was the first one in 2020. And the plane I'm missing the most. I'm not really missing the 600 and the 900, but yeah, with the 700 I have a lot of, you know that I like to do real ops, and I have a lot of 700 around my Volanta maps. So maybe it's the only one I would really like to have. Of course, the 800 is the main one, is the most important, is the one I suggest you to buy if you don't have any PMDG plane. I mean, 737. But yeah, that was very disappointing in my opinion for the community. Developer like Phoenix, you would very well know it, but yeah. Basically, if you consider 2020 and 2024 with Phoenix, I guess with $80, something like that, maybe $90, but yeah, let's say $100. It's less than that, but you have A320, A319, A321, multiple engine version, and transition from 2020 to 2024 completely for free. Enormous improvement from the release to now. As I always say, the version 1 of the A320 from Physing and the version 3 we have now, I guess it's the version 3, are two completely different planes. And that was all for free. Insane liveries package, because Phoenix liveries package is just out of this world. I mean, there is nothing like that outside, not even close. PNDG, if you consider 2020 and 2024 and make some math, I mean, you have, I don't know, let's say $200, 75, 50, I guess was another, yeah, around $200, even something more maybe. And to import, so it's like a $300, something around that to have the 77 family, so the triple of cost. Again, this is only if you had Phoenix for 2020 and PNDG for 2020. Two very different philosophy. I guess also Inibits, right? I don't remember at the moment, but I guess, yeah, Inibits, A350. Yeah, I guess. I don't remember because it's been more than, yeah, a year and a half now. I remember the A350. I don't remember if there was already 2020. I think so. Yeah, I think so. So the A350 was released after 2024 release. Let me check that. And I think you had the two versions with one purchase. A350 is release. November 2025. No, 25 November 2024. Yeah, I guess so. If I'm not wrong, but I'm quite sure about that. Another, I mean, not just not considering Phoenix at the moment, but yeah, another developer that is not really an upgrade, of course, in that case, because 2024 was already out. I think we're gonna need some. But yeah, also with Inibits, you had basically the above 2020 and 24 version with one purchase. So I was, as I was suspecting, I wasn't really streaming the years before 2024 release, but everyone will say, oh yeah, I mean, as always, well, will say, oh yeah, you're gonna have the same community folder, playing with work, and nobody was even thinking that, yeah, okay, that's true, but that doesn't stop the developer to do a new version of their plane for 2024 and make it pay again. Okay, we finished the right, yeah. I think this is so poor, this sun stops thing, but I think in the real plane you have way more than this. Yeah, probably. So yeah, again, it's the same. I mean, I did a long talk about PMDG. Was in the flight I did before Christmas with an A320. Was a flight from Helsinki to Rovaniemi in Finland. Yeah, long story short, let's say they are a little yeah, they don't really want to do proper update on their plane. And that's make the community quite upset because of the potential. I mean, PMDG potential is an enormous software also. Yeah. But be aware, I mean, I really like the type, but be aware because again, if tomorrow a developer like Phoenix does at 737, I don't know. That will change, or any other, I mean. It's not really I mean, for me, okay, it's upsetting that you have to pay again, even if you have a big discount, which is not that big in my opinion. It's already upsetting, but it's not the worst for me. The worst is that, again, from the release of this plane, which was spring 2022, if I'm not wrong, now I've been 4 years, I think. I mean, will be soon at least. And did we cross the improvement of the plane have been really a few. And you don't expect that from a premium developer, to be honest. Okay, let's go direct. Yeah, it's a very sharp direct, this one. There's some very good tailwind. And also, you know, the livery package, for example, it's kind of embarrassing compared to Phoenix. I know that I have to do that comparison, but it's because for me, liner wise, overall, let's say, Phoenix and PMDG are the best developer out there. And yeah, I have to compare them. You know, Inhibits is they have some problem. Inhibits, they have some huge problem for me, at least. Different one, but yeah, still sometime I mean, it makes me quite upset to fly those planes. So I have to do this kind of comparison. But yeah, again, said this as I always said, I really like the 737, so here I am flying it. It's also a very smart move, I mean. And it's also surprising that nobody in all these years, I mean, of course, in X-Plane, yeah, but yeah, in talking about MSFS world, which considering also Flight Simulator X, considering also P3D, yeah, nobody thought about doing another 737. Of course, PMDG was very good in the past. Was very good until MSFS 2020, in my opinion. And also early MSFS 2020 was a really good plane, especially performance-wise. Still is. One thing that PMDG nailed for sure is performance of the plane. I mean, it's insane. It's insane here. It's insane in the 777. That's a very, considering the quality of the plane, that's a very, very nice feature to have, because yeah, you can have the best plane in the world, but if you're not able to use it, that's not good at all. We're struggling to climb a little bit. We will make it. So yeah, this is a little bit what happens. So myself, I will wait. Also, I don't know how long I will still streaming. There are some stuff moving around, so I don't know. But yeah, even if I continue, I would continue streaming every day. I definitely could wait for the other 7.3 version. I'm way more interested on this 7.4, of course, but still, you know, with some with some exception, let's say. Okay, let me see the wing here. We have ILS, right? Yeah, we're gonna see it later. The approach. Still very early, of course. Oh, wow, we can zoom already. Wait a second. Technically, yeah. This is the air. Wow, we are quite close. I mean, not quite close at all, but yeah, we have a lot of. Okay, yeah. A lot of ground speed today. This is typical when you're going toward northeast in Japan to have a lot of tailwind, and the opposite when you're flying south. It's quite a typical situation. Also cloudy. Yeah, wow, it's cloudy at destination as well. Okay, about to level off. But yeah, it's more about the type, let's say. So maybe tomorrow we'll install the 900 and and all these speeches for nothing. But yeah, I don't know. Maybe not for now. Also, the price of the. I think they increased the price of the. Let me check that. Of the 600, because in 2020 was something like 15 euros, something like that. It was very cheap. Okay, the 600 is 34. I'm pretty sure this is the double, more than the double. I mean, I can check actually. No, maybe not. I don't know. That's strange. Now in the website is also for 2020 is $34 or whatever that is. I think dollars. I'm quite sure it was less than that. I think so. I really want to see this. 737-600 MS price. Release price. No, maybe not. No. No, I guess I'm wrong in this. I suppose from 2022 was still $34. I remembered wrongly, but yeah, whatever. I mean, it really depends on what you do. In that case, because they are different, very different. Like 600, of course, feel like flying a business jet mainly, more than a liner. It's extremely powerful. The 800 is a very different behavior. But okay, here we are, 39,000 feet at the moment. Direct to Naver. I remind you, we're going to Sapporo, the northern island of Japan. This is our flight plan. This is our position. We are currently in cruise, and we are flying the 737-800 from PNDG. And we are really looking for checking the flight model on the approach. There was an update. I always have the hope to see a proper change on the flight model. I guess so, at least. Again, there were some real pilots not really loving it. And this is kind of sad, to be honest, because 737 is a very cool plane. Of course, you know that I really prefer it from the A320, even if these preference equalize considering the developer of the two. The A320 Phoenix is an extremely better plane on every single aspect. Not that this is bad at all. This is a very good plane. I'm very severe with my marks. This is an 8 out of 10. The Phoenix is just a 9 out of 10. So 1 mark difference, but is an enormous difference. 8 out of 10 for me is a plane that, of course, is completely VATSIM ready. So go around procedure, holding stuff, and it does have good texture, good sound, failures. So PMDG is definitely that kind of plane. Phoenix is on another level. Anyway, on another level. Extremely good sound package, like insane quality on that. Extremely good livery package. Extremely good system. Extremely good flight model. Yeah, completely different machine. Probably the best A320 out there ever existed for a sim. And these are for the people that sometime I see in social media saying, no, MSFS is not a simulator, it's a game. This stuff doesn't make any sense. I mean, you have to consider the plane. I'm saying this because there's a very famous YouTuber, he is a true YouTuber, not me, and he's also a A320 captain, and in the past he did a very in-depth live stream on the Phoenix compared to the Thalys for X-Plane. Yeah, the Phoenix was definitely better according to him. So that's the potential of the sim. Of course, we are talking about a plane that uses an external program. It can't be imported in Xbox. Very different philosophy. But yeah, the potential of the simulator is extremely good. Now, yeah, it is what it is. It's like that. Also, another plane that flies really good is the Inibil's A300. We did a flight last live stream with that, crossing Alps from Munich to Milan, Malpensa. That's a very good plane, very good flight model actually. Very good flight model. Okay. Yeah, we're going very fast, 513 knots of ground speed. We're gonna get the destination in 40 minutes, I guess. Yeah, we can check. Okay, the procedure is gonna be cool. Yeah, as always in Navigraph you can't really understand the terrain because the color are horrible. But yeah, this is our destination airport. Okay, I don't know why. Okay, VFR condition. I don't know. Wow, this is so messed up. Let me refresh. If I can refresh. Maybe not. Okay. Yeah, we're gonna fly something kind of in this. We can call it valley. It's not really a valley, but yeah, as you can see, we have mountain here, mountain there. So we're gonna do an approach like that. It's gonna be very interesting in my opinion. as you can see here. So from Naver, we do have this arrival. Okay. Yeah, I think I'm gonna go direct to Mike Kilo Echo at top of this sand. And from here, let's 1-6 right. Yeah. Nice. Category 3 arrival, that's great. Yeah, that's probably why we had a very poor alternate. We don't really need an alternate. Even if we have some... Okay, 4 knots of crosswind, what's that? In order to keep clear with other aircraft, an obstacle, avoid jet blast. Then operator should be following the power of procedure. Okay, this... Sorry for power operation. Stop bar for power out operation line. Turning with the those horizontal distance straight. Okay, whatever, I mean, not that we really care about this. Look at this airport, by the way. Okay, we're gonna land here. So clearing to the right. Right? Yeah. 1-8 right, yeah. 1-9 right, sorry. Okay. Let me import the arrival also in my iPad. Yeah, ILS Yankee. Right? Yeah, let's Yankee. So, let's set up everything as always. You know that in the nice 737 we have to manually set up frequency, course, everything basically. Hey, course 182. This is incredible, by the way, but whatever. Consider this is a plane from 90s. Of course, it's just an update of the classic. Big update. That's a plane we're really missing. 737 Classic. Doing some Lufthansa ops. Many European airline had it, and they don't have the engine. 1.5. Right. 1.5. Now, top of this end already in 80 miles. Of course, I need to import the arrival, maybe. Okay, let's Yankee 19 right. The arrival is Nax Alpha. To execute. Okay. Top of the descent shift. 1110, 1115, 1115. Minima is 103. All right, 1103. Great. Daytime. Sun is up there. So right now we are over the water. Yeah, we are actually. And about to get close to the northern island. You know that there is no bridge between the two one. Japan is full of bridge of that kind, but yeah, here you have to take a ferry. I don't know, for example, as you see on the south, it's quite common to have bridges between islands. Yeah, of course, our smaller one. But yeah, considering the traffic, I mean, I heard some Japanese. Considering the traffic you have here, it would be great to have a nice bridge. Maybe it's, I mean, looks very far from each other, to be honest. Yeah, that's kind of. I mean, looks like you would need an enormous bridge. Oh, look at that. To be honest. this. Busy airport. Narita. What the fuck? What's that? No, oh, everyone without a flight plan. Okay, not everyone. Okay, only one. Where are they going, this guy? Okay. Flight crew choice. It's a long time I don't fly that plane. I don't even know if it, I don't even remember if there is. Yeah, there is for. Yeah. You can use it on 2024. Now I remember some fly with it in the back in time. I don't know if they update or what. It was a cool project, but yeah, I don't know. There are many GA, multi-engine GA you can have. I actually suggest you, of course, the Duke and the Baron from Black Square if you really want one. Also, another developer that is kind of disappeared is Milbits, alias Black Square now. Was a very important developer in the past. Very cool plane. 310. I loved it for a period. Yeah, back in the past was really important. Before 2020 era as well. And they were developing a black bird indeed. But yeah, that was announced like 6 years ago probably now. Wow, we're already in the second segment of 2020. That's incredible. 6 year of I mean, not really now because it will be in August, but in August will be 6 year of flights of Microsoft Flight Simulator, let's say, already. And yeah, close to 2 years of 2024, ready to announce 2028, I guess. Yeah. The sim is still in a beta feeling, and yeah, let's announce 2028. I mean, not really, of course, but we will see. There was a very interesting. We can find it. Very interesting website I used to watch. I mean, to check in the past. Under develop. I mean, undeveloped. On development, plane, MSFS. Let's see if okay, MSFS are done. I think it was no. MSFS plane list. I guess it was MS. Yeah, it's this one. Okay. It was. Look at this. So these are all the plane under develop, I guess. Why it's opening two stuff? Wait a sec, because you never know. What? Get this. Okay, I'm kind of confused now. What? Maybe it's the wrong. It's not bio. Yeah, and of course it is. I don't know. This what? Okay, this is so wrong. No, wait a sec. What is this? Oh no, available. My bad. Okay. Yeah, I was like, what the fuck? Okay, let's see what is. What is? Yeah, as you can see, Black Square Simulation. This is the developer I was mentioning. Yeah, SimWorks Studio is working on this, I think, since long time now. The 900 version. Wow, super beautiful. I think it's a very old, yeah, because they already released the PC12 since long time now. Wow, February 2023. Okay. Oh wow, last update. No, okay, this is so bad. Alright, it's not reliable anymore. Last update was, yeah, more than a year ago. Unlucky. Unlucky. That's a very interesting thing. A350, of course. Yeah, it's true that they are developing this. The A380. Ah, J, sorry, out. And this is out. This is a legendary one. Update? Yeah, okay. Which year? There is no year. Unlucky they are not updating the list. So yeah, of course it's not reliable anymore. It was a this is a very cool website I used to check, but no. All this stuff. And okay, in the 900, wow, they are developing this. That's very cool. I know it's Teamwork Studios now. I thought Black Square. Okay. Yeah, there is this Bluebird 75. Oh wow, 757 is one of my favorites. Boeing. Never used it in a sim, but yeah. Super powerful plane. I don't know the range, but I think you can do cross the pond with a 75. Pretty sure. I mean, not 100% sure, but definitely you can do long flight. And it's that nice mix from a vintage plane and a new generation one, which I love. Okay, zoom in. Which I really love. Okay, at this point we are about to descend. Classical 20. Okay, not. No, wait a sec. We have to go direct before. Yeah, close to top of descent, I'm gonna go direct to Mike Kilo Echo. Not that it's gonna change anything, I think. But yeah. So at destination, I can show you from here, the weather is not incredible. We have great visibility on ground, but few clouds 1,500, broken 3,000, broken 6,000, lighter showers of snow. Temperature is 0 degrees. Wow. That's a nasty weather. Wow, super bad. Okay, this is shows as active here, but not really in this chart. Yeah. And they don't have any procedure on those, I think. Yeah. That's very... Maybe it's military. Yeah, okay, it's military. Alright. And this, wow, look at that. But yeah, we're about to cross this, which is called the Tsuaru Strait, I guess. Probably not correctly pronounced. But okay, let's go direct. Mike Kilo Echo. And top of the sand there. Which looks super early to me. Wow, do we have some below altitude? Ah, yeah. We do have a below altitude constraint. No, so I want to go direct to Charlie 9er Romeo 55. Here. Execute. Oof. Oh, wow. No, but this is not correct, I mean. Oh, yeah, maybe it is. No, I think I messed up. Allora, allora. Let's say my speed. Speed intervention. Come on, man. What? We have to accelerate. Speed intervention. Ah, we are going down. Yeah, of course, because we are in B now. Vertical speed. Okay. To 7. Now I want to go direct to the previous waypoint. Alright. Okay, that's better. Okay, that's way better. Let's recover that. Let's recover that. Vertical path. Okay. Speed is mine. Okay. Now change. Okay. And continue so. Terrain on. Approach speed. Not this, of course. Yeah, we do have some very interesting weather at destination. Yeah, I think I'm gonna use auto brake 3 also because we have to, I mean, turn back, but on top of that, probably. Okay. Okay, yeah. Yeah, of course it's enough, but I'm gonna use auto brake 3 today. Because I don't know if it's snowing, I don't know how the sim is behaving. Speed brakes. It's a little bit weird to deploy speed brakes at this altitude, but whatever. Let's recover this vertical path. I remind you, we have started our descent on the approach of Sopporo. We have a very nice meter destination with few cloud 1500, broken 3000, and snow in the vicinity. As you can see there, indeed, it's fully covered by snow. And the best part is just about to start. Auto brake 3 set. Speed brake is out for the moment. Speed brake in, I would say. Okay, continue descent. Auto brake 3 set. And down we go. Down we go. That. Very cool and beautiful. Yeah, we can descend quite a lot. 7,000 feet. Will be a very interesting approach. But we're gonna have clouds. And ice, probably. True air temperature is minus 34 at the moment. Okay, this is, I mean, this rate of descent is okay. Let's go down 150. Standby. Pressure. 1015. 1015 set. If you have any question, as always, feel free to ask. And we are over Sopporo Island. No, not really. Yeah, we are actually over it. This is a segment, let's say. Yeah. Very peculiar shape. So because over it we will be basically at destination. Minimum VFR condition, which is okay. I mean, we are flying IFR and we have a category 3 approach in case we need, so we can auto land if needed, which will not be the case probably because it's not that terrible, the weather. But yeah, if we need, we can. 26,000 feet, little below the vertical path. That's interesting. Okay. Reduce speed. Vertical speed set and reducing it a little bit. We have some terrain around, so yeah, we don't. I mean, we are fine, of course. We don't have to descend below 7,000 feet. It's gonna be fine. Yeah, speed brake arms was super blurry. Local temperature 0 degrees, precisely. And as you can see, we have some. This is snow happening. Look at those. Also, Anna is one of. I mean, All Nippon. I mean, yeah, look at that. Yeah, All Nippon is one of those airlines using still a lot of dash 8, apparently. I was checking some flight before, and yeah, there are some. Okay, on the vertical path now. Yeah, I guess we can change to VNAV. VNAV set, but speed intervention. So we're descending VNAV now, but I control the speed basically. That's what speed intervention is. What? The reference invalid. Entry. Wow. 147 VREF. That should be fine. This is very interesting. What? Let me try something. Invalid entry. Sorry. I never saw this. I don't know if it's due to speed intervention, but let's see. I mean, let's monitor that situation, of course. 146 approach speed. VREF +5. VNAV armed. 20,000 feet. Yeah, it's gonna take some time from here. Of course. Well, in 10 minutes we should be around. I mean, what is the? Okay, yeah, around 7,000 feet. Which is fine. We will have to slow down and all stuff, as always. Yeah, ref invalid 30. Okay, this is. I want to see if we're gonna have some problems. The first time I see it. And let's see what happened. Okay. Let's go, let's go, let's go. Yeah, look at the snow. Okay, continue descent, of course. Continue descent. And zoom, let's say. Yeah, we're 20 miles from the airport, of course, but we have to do all the turnaround. It's okay. True air temperature minus 16. The 737 doesn't have a static temperature indicator in the cockpit. I'm quite sure about that. Which is, of course, incredible as well. Not 100% sure, but let's say for sure is not that easy to spot, at least. I think there was this thing, strange things about the cemetery. Okay. Speed on me. Still. Yeah, we're gonna be... Oh, wow. Ah, no, okay. Yeah. Not that I really trust the VNAV, to be honest. You know that I'm not really in love with VNAV system. In the sim, of course. Yeah, 33 miles from Charlie 9 and Romeo 5-4. Nice. External view. The 7-3 for the gear down. Shot. And there we have the coastline of Sopporo. Completely covered by snow at the moment. That was a long flight, I have to say. Yeah. Ah, wow. Okay, they are indicated as two different airports. Even though you can taxi from one to another. It's very interesting. Okay, 7,000 feet here. Okay, 7,000 feet set. Alright. Pressure. Let's switch to vertical speed now. I mean to fly level change. Yeah, we're gonna have to slow down pretty soon. We have 25 knots of tailwind at the moment. And we do have expected... Okay, there is a new meter, let's see. Okay, no, lights, no, yeah, it's very similar. I don't know why they changed from minimum VFR to VFR, but yeah. Basically... Okay, this is not updated, of course. I have updated in my iPad, but let's see if I can... Okay, yeah, this is the updated one. Wow, that's very strange. Okay, wait. So identical as before. Clouds and light shower of snow. So it's snowing probably. 250 knots on the speed. Okay, let's turn this on already. On this. No. Okay, speed brake out. Zooming. Okay, we are losing on the vertical path, of course. -8. We're losing. Okay, we're recovering now. It's fine. After the next waypoint, we can descend 5,000. I mean, maybe we can have a sharper direct now. Yeah, let's go. Let's go. Speed breakout. $5,000 feet. Final altitude is 3,000. Go around altitude is 5,000. Okay. Recovering the vertical path. I mean, that it did change because of the direct, of course. I think we're gonna be pretty close to the runway on. Okay, around 10 miles actually. No speed constraint. Okay. Into the clouds, -6 true air temperature. We would need anti-ice probably. I mean, we're staying in the clouds very shortly, but it's pretty cold outside and pretty cold. Okay, on the turn, 3,000. Okay, it's fine. In case we can extend with adding, but yeah, I don't think it would be necessary to. I see the ground. And you see the ground as well. 7,000 feet still. 400 feet above the vertical path. It's gonna be fine. It's gonna be very fine actually. Okay, vertical speed now. There is no need for us to rush the descent at this point. We are on the vertical path basically. Ah, look at that. Very cool. Very cool. Okay, reducing this. And reducing this. And reducing this. Yeah, I'm trying to matching the vertical path, of course. 1,000 feet to go. Okay, 1,000 feet per minute on the descent. About to turn. 3,000. Landing lights are on. Seat belts. Should have done before, but whatever. Let's check this turn. A reminder, we're about to land in Sapporo, in Japan. Northern island of Japan itself. And very snowing area apparently. Beautiful turn. Also, I think on final. Okay, not really. Let's do this. But Warlock localizer is armed. Okay. True air temperature 0 degrees. I'm really curious to see the runway situation there. Warlock. right. This is the classical ILS annoying sound, which they didn't remove for some reason. We have this very strange, which I mean, I don't know why we have this. Whatever. Go around is 5,000. 14 miles. Okay. Warlock, approach. Oops, no, my bad. Heading on final. 182. Level off, 5,000 feet. Okay. 12 miles. Speed on up. Yeah, I'm gonna drop gears before flaps 1, so people's gonna get very angry. This is not real oops, I don't care, it's a sim. Oops. That doesn't help, of course. It does help to slow down the plane. Okay, speed check, gear down. Okay. Approach armed. Speed check, flaps 1. Speed on 1. Okay. Great. This is done, right turn off, taxi lights. Speed check flaps 5. Speed on 5. Okay. Still invalid entry, by the way, here. Wow. I have no idea what that is. This is the first time that happened. I have some 500, 600 hours on the 7.3. On the PMDG at least, but that's the first time I see that. Which is super strange. Hopefully we're not gonna stall everything, but... Let's see. Yeah, this definitely is annoying. I see the military runways out there. I don't see our... We can auto-land in case. It's really on the edge, the auto-land in a condition like this, but... I think it will not be needed. Okay. 5 miles. Flap 15. Spin on 15. Wow, look at that. Wow, very cool with the sunrise. The snow, mountains there. There is the sea somewhere in front of us. I see the runway. I mean, I see the puppy. Okay. Yeah, I see the puppy. After landing, vacate to the left. Sorry, to the right. Speed check flaps 30. Approach speed 147. Sorry, 146. Okay. So as always, I will try my best. You know that I don't love the 737 PMDG flight model on the approach. I will see what I can do today to have the less damage as possible. How to try to disconnect. Autopilot disconnect. On the side. Okay.
100. 200. Approaching minimums. Minimums.
Continue.
50. 30. 20. 10.
Touchdown, reverse. Okay, 60 reversing. Braking. Yeah, a little better, I would say, today. Ups up. APU. A little better. I mean, I corrected a bit, trimmed down after autopilot disconnect. That helped because, yeah, of course, we were still gaining some speed, like 5 knots speed probably. I was trying to pitch up a bit the plane and was gaining some speed, and then let's say there is this gap of 5 to 10 knots of indicated airspeed when you're trying to do some pitch correction. Very strange noise. Everything is fine. Okay, let's go. But yeah, of course it's better to be a little faster than a little slower. Okay, P available, landing lights off, strobe lights off. But still I didn't get why we had that invalid entry on the V-speed. But whatever. I mean, the APU is so noisy, by the way. I'm gonna go to the international terminal. Oh no, domestic terminal, okay. No problem. Alright. Okay, that's the domestic terminal. The international terminal is on the opposite side. Like it's that one there. Yeah, not bad I would say today. Again, we still have this range of indicated airspeed, which it's not the best, of course, but okay. Oh, took forever. Okay, let's park the plane. And that's it. Yeah, look at the quality of the... I mean, yeah, there is some loading thing that is not working properly. I turn off. Okay. Cool flight, I mean, very classical operation. Long flight, interesting location. I mean, these are not super challenging airport or super impressive one, surrounding wise at least. The classical Alps, but in Japan, cool environment usually. A lot of mountains, even on the distance, but yeah, that's always cool to have. As you can see. We have some there, we have some there. It's a really big plateau, this one. Of Sopporo. Sopporo Island, Sopporo City, Sopporo Beer. Oh, sorry. Taxi light off. Let's park here. Let's see if there is anything strange. Of course, default scenery. Parking brake set. Switching the electrical to the APOs. Shutting off engines. I'm quite sure this is different. I will check previous live stream. Fax will be off. No, I purely off. Okay, let's go here, 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 here. Chokes. Request this. Okay, I didn't have the parking brake, whatever. I didn't arm the door, whatever as well. Yeah, the stuff that you have to manually arm the door is really not interesting in my opinion, but it's okay. Okay, request. And request all this. Let's go up above here, shut off the fuel pump. External power not available still. Okay. Anti-collision light off. This can be off, this can be off, and this can be off. External power, where are you? Okay, connecting. Okay, external power. Ah, wow. It does have a sound now. Okay, APU off. Yeah, I heard a sound difference. But okay. This is it for today. Thank you very much for watching. If you like, subscribe, and I wish you a nice evening. And complete the flight here. See you next.